Hello friends, welcome to Research Hub. Till now in the profit and loss chapter, we have covered the three basic concept or the three basic points of profit and loss. Firstly, we have learned the basic of profit and loss. Also, we have solved the problem on it. Secondly, we have learned the core concept of profit and loss, that is dishonest dealer condition. Also, we have solved the problem on it, which is being framed in railway NTPC or SSC CGL exam. Thirdly, or in the previous video, I have explained you or I have touched you with the concept of chain concept. Okay, so till now we have covered the 3 points. So if you have not watched the previous video, please do watch it. Link is provided in the description box. Now in this video we are going to learn the fifth condition, that is the concept of market price and the discount. So before learning this concept, I would like to give you a review how the question is being framed in the exam on this concept. Okay, so firstly we will look towards the market price. When the question of the market price is being framed, there is no need that a discount must be given. Okay, then only the question of market price is solved. Such condition is not required. If the CP and the SP, that is our old friends, CP and the SP, that is cost price and the selling price is given, we can work on the problem of market price. Okay, it means that market price works independently. Okay, now looking towards the case of the discount, while calculating the discount, it is important that the MP, that is the market price, or the SP value should be given in the problem. Only and only then the discount can be calculated. Okay, but there is an exception, that when the question on the successive discount is being asked, then there is no need of any such value. Only by the values of the discount we can calculate the value of such problem. So this is the one of the exception. Now we will move towards the concept. So we are not going to explain the definition of market price because it is not asked in any type of exam. So the market price is also called as the label price, tag price, list price. Also printed price is also the another name of the market price. As I have given you the different types of name for market price, only to explain you in the question, different names are being used to confuse the student at the time of solving the question. So that's why we must be familiar with this word too. Okay, at the right side you are looking at the brand new code on which the two values is being written, that is 229 and 169. The 229 value represents the value of MP. Okay, that is the mark price, and 169 represents the value of SP. Okay, that is the selling price. Mark price means it is inclusive of all the good taxes on it, and the seller is selling the customer at this price. Okay, as in the practical, a quote for rupees 229 in the market is not possible, but for the example I have taken it. Okay, now our main concept is that is the discount is always calculate on the market price. As in the review I have tell you that to calculate a discount on any commodity, it is the important that we must be given the value of the market price, then only the discount can be calculated. Now to calculate the market price or the discount, we must require some formulae. So what are these formulae, or what are the formulae which is being used? Okay, so our first formula, that is MP is equals to SP plus discount, that is mark price is equals to selling price plus discount. On the quote you are seeing that 169 is the selling price and the 229 is the market price. Okay, so the variation between these two values represent the discount. Okay, the seller is purchasing from godown at this value. Okay, but he is selling the commodity at this much amount, that is the selling price to the customer. So the variation between two represent the discount, and I have get the formula for SP. Whenever the selling price is being asked, so by this formula we can calculate it. But to solve the problem in which simply SP and MP is being asked, we will not apply this type of formula. We will simply put the value in this formula. So this formula is important for solving in which the MP value or the SP value is been asked. So the formula, that is MP, that is the mark price, is equals to SP upon 100 minus discount percent. In the problem, the discount percent is directly given and the SP value is given. We have to simply calculate the MP, or in the case that the SP value is asked and the MP and the discount percentage is given. So by applying this formula, we can simply calculate these two values. Now in the review, I have explained you about the exception in the discount. Now we'll look towards the third formula, that is the successive discount formula. On a single commodity, two types of successive discount when applied, then to calculate the discount as a single one, to merge the two discount and to apply it as a single one, we have to apply the formula, that is A plus B minus AB by 100. A represent the first discount value, B represent the second discount value. So by this formula, we can simply calculate the single one discount on the certain commodity. Again, the question has been asked to calculate the percentage discount. So how to calculate? So here the formula for it, that is MP minus SP upon MP into 100. So by this, we can calculate the percentage discount. Now we will go slowly towards the problem or the basic problem. Now we will move towards the first problem, that is an article sold for rupees 490 after giving the discount of 30%. What is the MP? Here the selling price of the article is given, that is 490. Discount is given. How much discount? 30% discount. What is MP? That is what is mark price of the article. So simply we have written the given values. Now we have to simply apply the formula. What is the formula? That is MP is equals to SP upon 100 minus discount percentage. Please pay attention. Here I have written discount percentage. Okay. So simply it is also 100% minus discount percent. Then only the calculation can be done, because in the question 30% is being specified. So we have to simply put the values of SP and discount. So MP is equals to, that is market price, is equals to 490 upon 100 minus 30. What is this? 30%. Please pay attention. MP is equals to 490 into 100 by 70. How I get this? Here in this denominator, 100 minus 30, that is equals to 70%. So I have represent 70% as 70 by 100. 100 goes in the numerator and 70 in the denominator. So after solving this, we get the answer for this, that is rupees 700. 700 is the mark price of the article. After applying 30% discount, he sold it for rupees 490. See this variation. Now we will move towards the second problem. A merchant mark price on good 20% more than CP and allow a discount of 10%. His profit percentage is. In this problem, a mark price is given and it is being said that it is 20% more than what? Than CP. So what we will do? We will simply consider CP as 100. Okay. After considering CP as 100, in the problem it is being given that it is MP is 20% more. So we will simply add it to 100. After that, we will get the value of MP. Here we have considered CP as 100, and after that we have add 20 to it as it given in the problem. After that, we have to simply apply the formula of MP to calculate the value of SP. Here in this question, the profit percentage is given. We have to calculate the profit percentage. So to calculate the profit percentage, we require the value of SP. As the value of CP, we consider it, but we don't know the value of SP. So what we will do? We will calculate the value of SP from this formula. This is not the new formula. Okay. Only I have misplaced it. Okay. Here in this formula, MP is equals to SP upon 100 minus discount percentage. Here 100 minus discount percentage I have placed on this side. So after that, I will get the formula for SP, that is MP into 100 minus discount percentage. Okay. So after that, I will apply the formula, that is MP into 100 minus discount percentage. After inserting the value, MP value, that is 120 into 100 minus discount. We have given the discount of 10%. Okay. So we have simply put the value of discount. After that 120 into 90%, it means 90 by 100. Okay, so after that we put 0.9, we get the value of SP, that is 108. So here in the problem it has been asked that calculate the profit percentage. CP is 100 and the SP is 108. So from this we can simply conclude that the profit is of 8%. Now we look towards the third problem. Dealer is selling article at a discount of 10% on MP. Okay, discount on 10% on MP. If MP is 12% more, if 12% more than CP and the article was sold for rupees 540, then CP is okay. In this question three values is been given, that is the discount percentage value, after that the MP value, which is not directly given in terms of value, it is being given that it is 12% more than CP. Okay, and the SP value is been given, that is the actual value for which the article is to be sold, and we have to calculate the value of CP, actual CP. Okay, so simply we will consider CP as an 100. Okay, after that it is being given that the MP is 12% more, so we will add 12 to 100. Okay, we will get the value of MP, that is 112. Okay, after that whenever the CP is 100, we don't know the value of SP. Okay, so we will calculate the value of SP when CP is 100 and the MP is 112. Okay, so by this I will simply put the values, that is 112 into 100 minus 10% equals to SP. So after calculating this we will get the answer of SP, that is 100.8. Now please pay attention in this problem. Whenever the CP is 100, I will get the SP, that is 100.8. But in the problem it is being given that the article was sold for rupees 540, means the actual price of the article at which it is being sold is 540, and here we have calculated the SP value, that is 100.8 from CP when CP is equals to 100. So we don't know the actual value of CP. So simply I will write here on the one side the consider value, and here on the other side that is the actual value. I have considered CP as an 100, then I get the value of SP, that is 100.8. Okay, and the actual value which is being given in the problem for SP, that is 540. Now the consider value of CP, that is 100, and the actual value of CP we don't know, so therefore I have considered it as an X. After calculating this we get the answer, that is 535.7. This is the required answer for the CP. Now we will move towards the fourth problem. A shopkeeper sold article at 10% discount on MP. He found that he earned a profit of 16.2 by 3%, but instead of calculating profit on CP, he calculate on CP and SP. If CP is equals to 1350, find MP. In this basically three values are being given, that is first discount percentage, then the profit percentage, and then the CP. Okay, so while solving such problem we will simply take CP as an 100. Okay, here in the problem the actual value of the CP is given. Okay, but we have to calculate the value of MP. So for calculating it, firstly we will consider CP as an 100. Now after that I have considered profit as rupees X. Please pay attention at this point, because in the problem it is being given that there is a profit of 16.2 by 3%. So in the problem profit is given in terms of percent, but here I have considered in terms of rupee. So there is difference between these two, so don't get confused. After that when I add profit to CP we get the value of SP, that is X plus 100. Okay, and the discount percentage is given, that is 10%. From that value I will calculate the value of X. In the problem a percentage profit is given. percentage profit formula, it is profit upon CP plus SP. Actually the formula for percent profit, that is profit upon CP into 100, but here I have taken CP plus SP because in the problem it is being given that the profit is calculated on, instead of calculating profit on CP, he calculate on CP and SP. On both he have calculated the profit, that's why I have add CP to SP. After simply calculating the 16 3 the 48 plus 250 by 3% means 1 by 6. Okay, profit is equals to X, CP is equals to 100 and SP is equals to 100 plus X. After calculating this we get the value of X, that is 40. So whenever the CP is 100 we get the profit of rupees 40. So what will be the SP after profit is 40? SP will be 140. Now from this value of SP we will calculate the value of MP. Our formula is SP upon 100 minus discount percentage. I have simply put the values and I will get the answer, that is 1400 by 9. Now 1400 by 9 is not the final answer because in the problem the CP value is given, actual CP value, and in this we have firstly consider CP as 100, then I get the value of MP, that is 1400 by 9. So it is the considered value, not the actual value. Okay, so here firstly I have considered CP as 100 and on the other side I have written the actual value of the CP which is being given in the problem. Again on the lower side I have considered the value of the MP on one side. Okay, and I don't know the actual value of MP, so simply I have considered it as an X. After doing the cross multiplication we get the answer, that is 2100. This is the required answer. Now we will move towards the fifth problem. Successive discount of 10% and 20% are equivalent to single discount of. I have explained you in the review that whenever the successive discount question comes in picture, there is no need of MP value and the SP value. So our first discount is 10%, second discount 20%. Our formula for successive discount, that is A plus B minus AB by 100. Okay, simply we will put the values of A and B. After that, putting the value, we get the answer, that is 20 plus 10, 30 minus 2, that is 28%. So if you like the tricks for solving the problem, please do like, share and subscribe. And if you want to get access to more problems on such similar concept, please join us on our Telegram group. Link is provided in the description box. Thank you.